they did that. Maybe it was Silicon Valley.
Maybe.
Oh, we got the intro going. Mic check, mic
Can you hear
check.
us when they do that?
I think so. It's got to be better than the music that's playing, right?
I'm really good at
5
sound
o'clock.
effects.
It's 5 o'clock. It's Thursday. That means it's Tony and Chelsea live.
Do you know something?
We're going to look at people's pictures today. We're going to cover photo news.
Yes. But also, this episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the easiest way to create a beautiful website, blog, or online store for you and your ideas. Squarespace features an elegant interface, beautiful templates, and incredible 24/7 customer support. Try Squarespace at squarespace.com/Tony and use the offer code Portfolio. You can get 10% off, not to mention Squarespace is like, dang, someone used the coupon code Portfolio. Tony and Chelsea are rocking it. And if we get 1,000 portfolios, they send us a pony.
I can't wait to
with
get that pony in.
Ribbons.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
I know. I can't wait.
If you have a Squarespace portfolio already and you want us to look at it live during the show, go to sdp.io/link and send us your website. We'll take a look at a couple today. Today, you can look at your complementary colors pictures.
Complementary.
Go to sdp.io/submit and use the password color without a U in it, like the Americans spell it.
America.
Do you have requirements? What tell me what complementary colors are. I know it's like opposite on that color
like,
wheel.
you look great today, and then the other one's like, no, you look great today.
Chelsea, I thought you learned your lesson. That's a different type. That's complementary with an I.
Oh. Well, if you're not sure, you can go to northrop.photo, and there's a whole entire blog on it. And Sarah Bowman took some pictures, and her husband Mike wrote a blog. It's excellent. It's good. You're going to learn a lot. And you want to know something else?
Yeah.
Next week, the theme is portraits. Break a rule. So I want you to submit your portrait picture, but I want you to intentionally break a rule. It's got to look good. It's got to make you think. It can't just be like, everything's out of focus. This is breaking the rule of space, my example. I don't know. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Maybe it's an awkward crop. Maybe it's an interesting angle. Maybe it's crazy colors. Maybe something different in focus. Maybe the subject's eyes are covered. Either way, take a portrait, intentionally break a rule, and try to make it look good.
What about rules like don't take pictures in the locker room?
No, I don't mean that kind of rule.
No.
I mean, rule of thirds.
Okay. Photography rules.
Yeah.
Keep it legal, though?
Let's keep it legal. I don't know why Tony had to go there. Hey, you want to talk to us? Tony, tell them how.
There are two ways. You can use Twitter or Instagram at #TCLive. If you use Instagram, maybe you'll find other people who watch the show. Justin, our producer over here, will toss your Twitter comments on the screen. Or you can write a comment during the live show, and our producer, Siobhan, out in Philly, who's screening your pictures, will possibly read it to us. We like anything that's not... If you want to ask us about the ADD or the D5, which we're currently reviewing, go for it. Otherwise, non-gear questions are cool.
I think this is old news.
Oh, did we cover the
I think
Sony
we covered
lenses
this
and
next week. Last week.
Okay.
But that is not.
Yeah, the Lumix GX8. We have a few pieces of photo news before we actually look at your pictures. So start sending them in now. sdp.io/submit. Password color. The Lumix GX8 Micro Four Thirds camera. Totally feature packed. In fact, it's a similar design to the A6000 from Sony. It's got the viewfinder in the upper left, which I really like. And it's got 4K, but it's also got the in-body image stabilization, which is so incredibly useful for video and for stills. It means any lens you put on there is stabilized. It means you can put like a fast prime on there and get handheld shots in like no light at a low ISO. I love it, especially on those Micro Four Thirds cameras. They're so nice and small. It looks like a really cool camera, and $800 is a crazy deal for a 4K camera with in-body image stabilization. Really nice. And it's got a touch screen and stuff, other things that the Sony is lacking. Smaller sensor, I'm sure it won't be quite as clean, but still, sounds like a great deal.
Whoa, Tony. What's this?
We've watched the show Black Mirror, a BBC show.
Yes, we have.
And one of the
Thanks to
episodes,
Siobhan.
it's a science fiction show They've only made like 5 or 6 episodes of it. Like their seasons, I think, are like 3 episodes long. Really short seasons.
I think there's season 2 out, but I don't think it's in America yet, or something like that.
No.
I think they have season 1, season 2, and then a Christmas special, and then season 3 is coming out soon.
The Christmas special will blow your mind.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, one of the episodes talks about the eventual evolution of concepts like Google Glass. Because Google Glass nobody's really intending for everybody to wear those goofy glasses that project images so you can see the real world with augmented reality. Instead, it's meant as an exercise to kind of work out how those technologies will fit into our lives. And Samsung has actually patented so what I see as the next step, which is integrating these things into contact lenses. So they've patented this contact lens configuration that has a camera and then a little projector. So you could put this contact into your eye. It could take pictures of the outside world, or more likely, like scan things for augmented reality.
Like Terminator?
Yes, just like the Terminator.
That's my dream, to be the Terminator.
Yeah. You need to identify clothes, boots, and a motorcycle.
Yeah. I have a theory. It could either become Borgs and we keep just strapping technology to our bodies, or we all become a part of a virtual reality world in which we're artificially stimulated to believe that we're living life, which I think is a more affordable option. I'm going team virtual reality. We're going to be in the Matrix.
You went long term with it, but I think in the short term, I do think there'll be a phase when we enjoy augmented reality.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to, I don't know, watch our YouTube videos while you're walking down the street or something in the corner. You'll have instant access to like visual information. You'll also be able to just document your lives day by day. That's why I brought up Black Mirror, because they have an episode which goes through this.
What if they had face recognition so that when you look at someone in the street, it pulls up their Facebook feed and then it shows you their last status and it's like, oh, this flu's killing me. And you're like, you walk away from them.
I need that just for like your family holidays.
Why?
Because
sick?
You had 70 people at Easter and I know about 3 of them.
Yeah, you're bad.
I just need like something to remember them last year.
You could be like, hi,
avoid them. Don't tell them you're a photographer. It's little tips like that.
Tony.
Another like very forward-looking thing. This is from BuzzFeed. Had an interview with not
Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Did you just call him Tom?
No, that's the MySpace guy.
Everyone still knows him from that one picture.
Anyway, I pulled one quote that I thought was really interesting because of confirmation bias, because it's consistent with my worldview.
Oh, okay.
But if Mark Zuckerberg says it, it must be right. We're entering this new golden age of video. Fast forward 5 years, and most of the content that people see on Facebook is video.
There are a lot of ellipses in there. Who knows?
Well, I put the ellipses in there
because
his sentence was long and
so
people
now
have
I really
a short
don't
attention
trust
span. But anyway, he shares my prediction, not necessarily what I want, but what I think will happen, that will move away from still imagery into moving imagery. And I just mentioned it because now that means if you believe that, then it's a good time to start developing video skills, because it's an entirely different set of skills. And if you're a professional or an amateur, you'll want to kind of get those skills lined up.
Is this how you're announcing our video book? That's not a thing.
God, I don't even want to think about another book.
I'm lying to you.
Let's take a look at some pictures.
Pictures? I thought we were here for other reasons.
I'm not sure. I don't know if these are complementary color pictures. Siobhan, did you already screen some pictures? Or do I need to re-import? Oh, you did. Okay. I'm going to use Kingfisher, just beautiful.
He's doing all the work.
Yeah. Difficult time getting a kingfisher.
You haven't tried that hard, to be honest.
No, you're right. I'm a lazy wildlife photographer, but I just wanted a little bit more contrast in there. Oh, okay. All right. Just has to fix a sound issue. We'll keep going. Very, very muted colors in here, but I can see that are red and blue complementary?
Red and blue. Yeah.
Okay.
I think. We should have read Sarah's article. I like that picture a lot. It makes me think someone drowned, and then the lifeguard was like, I'm hanging up my spongy thing. I'll never work this town again.
It's also possible that they just store...
No,
No?
use your imagination. So this one's subtle. You have red and green, just this little pop of red.
Yeah. I actually think that's the only element there. So it is subtle, but your eye goes there right away.
I still like it.
Yeah, I'm going to give that one a pick because it is a little unexpected even.
Shocked me. Green and red.
I'm so confused by
Bazinga.
Yeah. It's just so weird with all the like gritty graffiti and then
Hardcore graffiti when you get some Sheldon up on your wall. Well, I think that these are cool colors.
yeah. This is a
Kyle
beautiful
Wolf.
shot. Oh, look, Kyle getting in early.
Kyle.
Okay, I'm giving it a pick. It's just a gorgeous picture, right? And that's one of the nice things about the golden hour and the blue hour is you get those complementary colors. You get the warm tones and the cool tones mixed in there. During the day, it would just be flat. Beautiful picture.
Beautiful.
Yeah, really pretty.
Can't beat that.
Stunning detail in this. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. You can definitely see the photographer and the caging that the owl is in.
Oh.
That's crazy. That is insane detail. And that's
gorgeous.
taken with an Olympus. Little micro 4/3 camera.
What?
Yeah. Beautiful job. Nicely done. Great picture.
That rocks my world.
And I like this because it feels like it was made deliberately for the challenge.
Yeah.
Piecing together complementary colors in an artistic and creative way. So I'll give that one a
The
pick.
file name says food coloring.
Siobhan, do you have any questions or?
Said you weren't sure about how DxOMark makes their money, and you said you would look into it. Did you ever figure that out?
I have written to DxO several times, and they have never written back to me. So I've tried, but they won't write back to me. Sorry, I don't know.
So what is he worried about? Conflict of interest, like manufacturers might be paying them?
I know manufacturers pay them, and so that is a potential conflict of interest. And they also
It would depend on how they paid them. If they all paid the same.
yeah, they make software that verify the sharpness before it gets publicly tested.
Oh, okay.
And then they also sell a camera, which I don't think anybody buys. I don't think they're actually making money for
It
it.
has stellar reviews on DxOMark.
It does, actually. That's the weird conflict about it.
Yeah, but so if I had a series of tests that I use to test cameras, I could make a camera that fit all those testing really well. So it could work well under their testing.
Yeah, and it might work well in the real world,
We should
too.
get that
I don't
camera.
know. I have no interest in that camera. It like clips onto your phone.
I'm going to get it.
Oh, boy.
No, I'm not. I'm too lazy. Let's look at these pictures.
First, I'll show this piece of gear that we have. It's an LED light, and it has a name that I always forget. What's it called? Pergear. Pergear. And
Where'd you get it?
it's cool. The manufacturer sent it to us to review, and they're very, very bright. Like, because they pointed it to me.
No way. Is it over yet?
So you can adjust the brightness. You can also change the color. Like, that's yellow, and that's more bluish white.
That's really cool.
So if you're doing a video interview, for example, in the ambient light of a room, and you need to match the existing incandescent natural light, you can match it because that's kind of yellow. If you're outdoors under the sun, you can match that too. And it is like infinitely bright and super lightweight.
Infinitely
So
bright.
check it out, Pergear.
Okay.
It might not be quite infinitely bright.
Infinitely
I didn't test that, but
I love this picture.
I love this one too. I'm giving that one a pick.
I'm giving it 5.
5 stars and a pick. Congratulations. Wow. That's our highest flattery. There's nothing we can do for the picture.
I don't even want to crop it or bring up shadows or anything.
No, I will go on about the reasons I like it. I love the geometry of it. Like the colors are a big part of it, the bold colors, but also the square geometry.
The shadows.
And the shadows and just these lines here. Fantastic.
Something about it, it's like so simple, yet so complicated.
Yeah, it's also great storytelling.
Some undies flapping in the breeze.
Okay.
This is interesting.
Yeah, that is a really interesting idea. It's the same sort of shallow depth of field and the same composition.
Surf and turf.
Sort of put together. I'll give that one a pick just for being creative because we've never seen anything quite like that before.
Yeah. Good on you.
Yeah, nicely done. Wow.
That's
gorgeous
beautiful.
And simple composition.
Great colors for sure.
I feel like we need a white point in there.
Oh.
Okay, we give a little bit of black in there. Not a big difference. Just take advantage of that full dynamic range. SDP.io/top tip. Nice shot.
Oh. The red with his blue eyes and the blue ocean.
Yeah, I do think it's the color that makes that shot.
You got a Dutch tilt in there and it works.
Yeah. I feel like I need this to either show the bird's eyes or to crop it down more. So much that it becomes abstract.
The same thing.
Yeah.
We should get married. What about portrait orientation to show more without showing the background?
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Yeah, it's frustrating for humans to not see eyes. The eyes are just so important to us.
I like that.
Yeah, so that we have like a rainbow thing going on.
I think we all did something here tonight.
I have never seen anything like this. We were getting a lot of...
We got some green, but I wouldn't say the color is like the main thing that I focus on, but it's still interesting.
Yeah, I find this picture compelling. This is definitely one of those pictures that makes me stop and pause and contemplate it because of this, the bizarreness of the bottle floating there, right? Mm. But it has like a good balance to it, and the use of color definitely helps it too. It's an interesting picture. I'm giving that one a pick too. It's an interesting picture. It could be in a gallery or something. Little too overpumped for my taste.
Yeah.
I'd scale it back a little bit. Easy to... Oh, this one has a fantastic mood too. This would be like a great couples picture, or it could even go as stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice.
And the color, complementary colors are there. Good.
Give them a pick too.
Wow.
Yeah, very on the nose with the red and the blue.
Green.
Yeah.
It's been that kind of day, Tony.
I'm not colorblind.
We need to just chill tonight.
Nice shot.
I wish there were one more element to this, because right now it just feels like a picture of someone else's art, touching it, or someone walking past it. You know, someone doing something shocking in front of her to show it. Yeah.
Great suggestions.
Then it would become your art. See what I mean? Lily.
One of the hardest things about flower pictures is sort of decluttering the image.
Yeah.
And I think we have a little bit of this going on here because the focal point is clearly one of these blooms, but we also have this kind of...
There's a bee in there too.
There's a bee. Oh, yeah. I see like a little bit of a bee butt. So I would... the best thing to do is to physically grab the other leaves and just sort of move them out of the frame and isolate your subject. Just simplify it a little bit. You could also do it with cloning in post, but it's better to get it at the time.
You could try an interesting crop. I won't say that worked, but you know where we're going with it.
I love the bright colors here in the juxtaposition. Could that sky be real or is that photoshopped in?
It goes so...
It's so perfect and it goes right to the horizon like that.
They live in a perfect world.
That could be.
Wow. This is beautiful.
Yeah, that is beautiful. And it is the complementary colors that make that. Be careful of the fringing. You might use a graduated filter instead of sort of selection.
Beautiful.
Yeah, here we just need a little more depth of field. Use a higher f-stop number or even focus a little bit further back.
Still really nice.
Yeah, it is. Just the focal point was a little bit out of focus. The blue grouse. Not a whole lot of color in there, but it seems like a good shot. Be careful about clipping his feet. You have more room above his head than below him, and you kind of want to balance that same room. What happened to his feet?
What'd they do? There's a story.
It's being sucked back into the matrix. Maybe it was focus tag? I don't know what that was.
Those are complementary colors.
A Mickey Mouse bush. That, now that I can never unsee that. That is so cute.
I don't see it.
Really? Maybe I don't know what Mickey Mouse looks like. But same kind of thing. Some distractions in the background, maybe even getting in closer and tighter.
Yeah. Some of this action.
Is this like Devo?
Where were you?
Are
Bill
those
and
mannequins are real? I love it. I wish I were there. That's awesome.
I want to live this life.
The colors are fantastic. That's what I love. Stage shows when they have awesome lighting.
Yeah.
Like St.
This is
Vincent
cool.
is the best at that.
She's good. She's good. Ooh, this one's nice. They made the blues more purpley.
Yeah, I think that's what I would like people to take from this is sometimes you can change your composition or your framing to get complementary colors.
Yeah.
And you can keep your eye open for those things and shoot during the golden hour. Another thing you can do is actually shift colors.
Yes.
Make a red a little more orange to match other colors or make the blue a little bit different.
What's up with this? Why is this doing this?
Yeah, do you think maybe they actually, one of the things that happens if you shift colors or change the luminance values, you get weird fringing like that. They might have brought the luminance of the sky down. But yeah, we noticed right away it has almost like a painterly effect. Yeah, I think that's what
It's still
what they
interesting.
did. But it is cool. I wouldn't hesitate to raise that f-stop some more, get some more depth of field out of that.
Beautiful.
There was nothing that needed to be blurred
The
out.
colors are great there.
Yeah. Gorgeous
All-star.
colors.
You did it.
Yeah.
Nice and clear.
Maybe back it off a little bit. I don't know. It's a matter of taste, but I love the reflection. The composition is just beautiful. Great detail on it.
Yeah. Good colors too.
Yeah.
Ooh. 5 stars and a pick.
Yeah, this one really stands out because of the simple
Whoa.
composition, because we have all the important parts of the subject in focus. The depth of field is kind of difficult there, and just the negative space too. Nice work. Really nicely done.
Yes.
For me, that actually helped up the vibrance. But for me, the main subject is the larger flower. And it's a little bit cropped at the bottom, and then you have these distractions of the other
Awkward
buds.
crop, but good color.
Yeah, if we could get those other buds out of the way and fill the frame with it a little bit better, but leave that negative space in there.
Why are our
That'd be
puppies being so fresh lately? This is what kind of bird is this?
I don't know.
It's
Do you know what that is,
beautiful.
Justin?
No, I'm not sure what that is. It is beautiful though.
Yeah,
Very beautiful.
it's got some crazy feet.
And mouth.
I feel like that. I feel like the SNL character who's the like animal expert.
Brian Fellows.
Brian Fellows. That bird has some crazy feet.
A rabbit with a haircut?
You're better at it than me. I'm so glad I got you to do that. Beautiful wasp. I feel like the color balance is a little off here. Like, don't you feel like?
Uh-oh. That's
There we
not
go.
right. No.
No.
That's too blue. See the blue in the highlights of his eyes?
Let's try auto white balance. Sometimes that nails it. No, that's too yellow now. That's better, right?
Something's weird.
Something was weird about the color. Like maybe
Yeah.
it was just lit
No,
by incandescent lights or something.
Yeah. It can be really difficult to balance color.
And get a little bit of motion in there. And the way you solve that, even at 50 millimeters, you can't think about the reciprocal rule too much. You just take a lot of pictures and then you pick the sharpest one. Move your body in and out a little bit. And if you keep taking pictures and keep moving your body in and out just the tiniest amount, you'll get that one shot where the focus is nailed on the eyes. Here, I think it's front focus a little bit. The antenna are in focus, so the eyes are a little bit out of focus. We've got to get those eyes.
Very colorful all around.
Yeah, I'm pondering the composition. I feel like I almost wish it were an unconventional composition.
Composition?
Like maybe if she were pushed all the way to the right side of the frame and looking off the right side of the frame or something. It's just, it's so square, but that can be it too. I mean, maybe that's the picture. I like it. It's a good picture.
I like it too. I think
it's a good pose.
The processing, I would push it towards making a point. Like she's like this alternative girl in such a, I don't even know, like cutesy setting, this oak bench in a park. It'd kind of be cool to get like this, like old style processing on it a little bit. It's like a slightly retro look.
Yeah, I was just hunting for what it needed. Like it needs that one thing, something else. But
it's still nice.
Keep at it.
Where are you? This is interesting.
Yeah, if those are natural night colors, that's really cool.
I like.
Sometimes the sky will get filled up with the reflection of the city lights. Absolutely gorgeous picture.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Can we talk to Siobhan?
Yeah, I think so.
Siobhan, is that cool with you?
How's it going, Siobhan?
Sure. I'm good. Lemot.
I don't know what that just clean our safe. I just went for it.
Wow, sounds like maybe they should look into it more.
Still works.
Still works.
So that's all I can testify is we did it and it works. I will say it was weird.
We're all still living.
I'd never cleaned a stabilized sensor before.
Yeah.
So as I went to clean it, the whole sensor moves and that was really unnerving. Like I was afraid I was going to break it.
Okay.
So maybe it's not a great idea, but it was okay. So. Yeah.
I just want to repeat my questions. Question, any word on your travel show?
Oh boy. Siobhan asked if there's any word in our travel show. And yes, we're still steadily making progress. We're planning the first episode now, and that'll be the pilot if things go well. There's like contract stuff because it's like literally TV, so you have to deal with like producers and networks and stuff.
We don't know what we're doing. We're just feeling our way through it.
Yeah.
What else, Siobhan?
Slow and steady progress.
Is the D5 worth your money?
Whose money? It might not be worth your money. What are you using it for? Who are you? How much money do you have? Are you shooting professionally? Will you make money from using the D5? These are all questions I'd ask you if you were here talking to me like a friend.
Yeah, if you're a pro and you're being paid a couple of $1,000s for a gig and it would cost you a lot if you didn't get the shot, then the D5 will be worth it because the D5 will get the shot when other cameras won't.
Yeah.
But it's really a sports and low light sort of events and photojournalism camera. And to justify it, I think you really need to be getting paid for the gig.
Yeah. Or unless you have so much money you don't care.
Yeah, if you just enjoy having the very best and you have $6,500 to drop on the body and you don't mind carrying a big body, then go for it. But that camera will get the shot. It never runs out of batteries. It focuses in any condition. We were in such a dark lighting, and it managed to focus just fine. Lighting where no other camera could manage to focus. It's pretty remarkable that way. And never buffers. It's crazy.
Are we still debating keeping it? Because we bought it thinking we would sell it. But we like it.
Yeah, it definitely has its pluses. I don't know that we don't do like a lot of sports photography.
Yeah. We do wildlife, but then that
It's
would
not
be
really
our
a-
wildlife lens.
Yeah.
What else, Siobhan?
And dodge and burn, just different terms for the same thing.
What was that?
Aren't dodge and burn just different terms for the same thing?
Dodge and burn and HDR.
No. No. HDR is taking multiple exposures and blending them together and showing the highlights and the shadows. And dodging and burning is going in by hand and adding highlights or shadows where you want them to be. So it's different.
Great explanation. But
It's
with
changing
dodging
the
and burning,
exposure, but that's like saying upping the exposure is the same as HDR. It's like it's like you're manipulating the exposure, but not in the same way. So it has a different name.
yeah. And also they're just different techniques.
Yeah.
Quick plug for our podcast, scp.io/podcast. A couple of times a month. You can just listen to it while you're driving or working out or something.
Yeah.
You can also see the videos on YouTube, but it's nice. Sometimes we have that audio.
I have to
format.
say, it's not the sexiest format. The titles are not the most enticing, but once people watch it, they're really happy that they did.
Yeah, we get a lot of
So-
positive feedback about it. It's a nice thing to just listen to and chill. It's not like a fast-paced 5-minute thing.
Yeah.
We just have some information for you, and if you have some time to kill, it's a good way to learn about photography.
Yeah, but it seems like you can make a YouTube video with a title that's like, why is the D5 terrible for you? And we get like 1 billion views.
Yeah.
But I think that our podcast is very good, and we've gotten a lot of positive feedback, and people seem thankful that they gave it a shot. So what I'm saying is, I mean, why not you? I guess that's what I'm saying.
Picture this, scp.io/podcast, or you can just go to iTunes and look us up.
Yeah.
You'll find it there.
It's a lot of work.
Let's look at a portfolio. Let's see if anybody submitted their portfolio. Yeah, the podcast is a lot of work.
So
it
much
takes
work.
a ton of research to learn all that stuff in order to talk about it. But it's also really fun.
It is fun.
Okay. I recognize this guy's name. Oh, and I got to check out Naked Frog photo too, right?
I've never seen a clothes frog, so I'm intrigued.
What about Kermit? Caught you in a lie once
but
again.
doesn't he only just wear the little collar?
Yeah, it was pretty weird actually.
He's like a Chippendale.
This is Nick Petride's photography. His portfolio is hosted on Squarespace. I think the first thing I'm going to do is look at Nick's About page and let's figure out what his goals are.
That's what he looks like, because I read so many of his comments and
Yeah.
I couldn't put a face to the name, but now we're buds.
He's
Okay.
19 and he's been studying photography since he was 6 to 10 years old.
Wow.
Okay. So Nick has multiple different categories here, and when you land on his page, it takes you to his travel photography. This format, because some of the pictures are small and it can be easy to overlook some of the pictures.
That staggered format.
Yeah.
But this one, his pictures are kind of simple and they work well in a thumbnail format. So this one doesn't bother me as much as other staggered formats. This
I
is
love
beautiful.
this picture. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the one that he sent us?
Yeah. Yeah, it's right there, in fact. Oops. Sorry, people. Oh. Look, how weird is this?
That's awesome. Yeah, I love that photo.
We've got to hang that somewhere good.
Yeah. I think way too much about where to hang a picture. It's not like I can't ever undo it.
You can't.
Oh,
That's cool.
I love that. It almost, I don't know if it was deliberate. It probably was, but you have a fine art video where you kind of show how to do that technique. Oh. Something fuzzy. I don't even know what that is.
It's a Lhasa Apso.
Oh,
I don't know.
I love this picture. What great storytelling.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Wow.
You don't see a lot of photography, but
Oh, you remember this? I think that was from Levitation, maybe?
Yeah.
That's
Also,
awesome. I love
there's
this
some
string.
late breaking news.
Yeah.
It's Nick's birthday here.
Oh. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, that's how you sing?
Happy birthday, dear Nick. Happy birthday to you.
I didn't join up and nobody else joined in, and then you made fun of me.
Wow.
I held
a
on.
dish best. Remember that.
Years.
I love those creepy pictures. All right, so we got some portraiture here. These look like great kind of classic corporate.
Oh, we've seen
Oh, yeah,
these
yeah.
pictures.
Yeah, I remember seeing that one on a previous show. Sneak spot.
Ooh, that was
Yeah, I
so clever.
flipped it, but it made me come back. I like your
are
style,
such
Nick,
a
and I like the
clever-
kind of, yeah. Well, surrealism is a good word for it.
You are so cool. Where does he live again? London?
Yeah, he's in.
Let's hang out.
I think September.
I don't remember.
I would, well, I don't know. I was gonna say, for me personally, I'd tone back the sort of saturation and HDR effects on the architectural
I
stuff.
love
It's a matter of taste, really. Yeah, and it depends who your client base is. I think I'd switch pages used. Squarespace gives you lots of flexibility like that.
I like it. I don't have any feedback.
Awards.
I think he's great.
No feedback. Okay. Well, then, congrats, Nick. I think everything looks good. We had a couple little
Let's see what he
suggestions
has
for
to
you, but
say.
Nick says, I know you've reviewed this before, but he's updated it. You still think Squarespace is the best way to use an online portfolio. If you want to be cool like Nick, go to Squarespace.
He is cool.
Squarespace.com/Tony. And then what?
What? Then you use the coupon code portfolio.
Yeah, you get a 14-day free trial. Maybe you love it. Maybe you don't. Either way, no risk, no credit card required. If you decide you want to keep it, use the coupon code portfolio. Your portfolio can look as awesome as Nick's. If you have pictures that are as awesome, that's a
Yeah.
part of it.
It's probably not going to look as good as Nick's. I mean, he's been shooting since he was in the womb. He's a natural.
Siobhan, do you have any other questions or comments for us before we look at some more pictures?
Well, apparently Nick's birthday was on March 21st.
Oh, Justin's a
was-
liar.
Justin,
I told
Jason.
him, so it's my fault.
your breaking news is a little dated.
It was in the title
I think we're all
of
okay
the,
with being Justin.
this week.
Nick.
So I assumed that it was his birthday today.
Okay.
Anyway, I do have questions. I just wanted to own up to my mistake.
I appreciate that.
And we punished
can I
you
just
for it.
say
Yeah.
what your dad always says, like
What?
anyone's dad? You know what happens when you saw that one?
Yes.
Oh, I hate that. What's worse than hearing that one?
My dad would never say that.
No, your dad's not that daddy, but
No.
most dads are really like
My dad's cool.
daddish.
He'd be like, "Don't bullshit me, dummy." He'd say something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't swear though, so he'd be like, "Ah." He used to call me CBS, Chelsea Bullshitter, because I'd try to talk to him when I was a kid, like an adult. I'd be like, "I heard on the news stuff is happening." He'd be like, "Don't bullshit me, CBS." I'd be like, "Sorry."
Stop trying to relate to a parent.
Yeah, you're not an adult. Get the hell out of here. Okay. What else, Siobhan?
How would you compare the D5 to the D810 so far? Strengths? Weaknesses?
The autofocus is better, but the resolution isn't as good. I don't think it's as good for portrait work.
Yeah.
It's more
That is the D5 is not as good as the D810 for portrait
right,
work. Yeah.
right.
Or even landscape
It's
work.
big. It's
Yeah.
almost 3 pounds. I don't know how many metric whatevers that is, but that's a lot, guys.
You don't have any metric whatevers.
What would
You don't
they-
even know metric units, what they might be.
Bodily poops.
Yeah.
What else? It's extremely weatherproofed,
Yeah.
but I
the,
haven't run into that problem.
the D5 is for low light. The pictures are both sharper and cleaner than the D810 in low light.
Yeah.
So if you're shooting like a wedding reception or something in low light, perfect. It's awesome for sports, unbeatable for sports. And then like durability, things like taking out in the rain or whatever. But
I'm sorry,
the D810,
I can feel Europe judging me for not knowing the metric system. Guys, stop. I'm trying to do
there's
a
a
show.
disturbance in the force.
Yeah.
The D810 definitely better for landscapes, portraits, and just generally studio work, I think, just because of the resolution.
I do love the D810.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I think if you get the D5, you're not going to have just one D5. Because if you're working at that level, then you're going to have a backup body anyway. I think the best scenario, D5, D810, backup bodies. And then when you need the resolution, you go to the D810.
Siobhan, tell me more. Your sign before you just says hipping now.
Oh, yeah. Oops. Owl. Well, apparently this guy Aaron in the comments said, "What the heck, guys? My door and my garage door just opened at the same time." And then he hasn't been in the comments since then. So everyone's freaking out that Aaron is dead.
Oh, no.
Hashtag find Aaron.
Aaron, no. Are you okay? Tweet me so I know that you're okay. And where is he even from? We can't even call the police.
I don't know. Internet sleuths figure this out.
I'll have to get on that.
All they know is it's Aaron.
They had a last name. I don't know what it is.
Hi,
Okay.
911. Aaron is missing.
I'm sorry I'm laughing. I guess I assume that he's okay. I would feel really bad if something actually happened.
I know
though.
that
Right?
picture.
I don't know, man.
Tell
All
me
right,
more.
you guys need to figure that out. In the meantime, we're going to keep trying to answer your questions.
Okay. Get on that, guys. Find Aaron.
From Twitter, have you guys used the Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, I don't know, or any other virtual reality headset yet?
Yeah. Yeah,
Huh?
we have. We went to the Canon Expo and they had one there.
Samsung VR.
The Samsung VR.
Hooked up to a Ricoh Theta S.
It was neat.
That's true. And we are the proud owner of Google Cardboard. I know not everybody can afford that, but
Like-
Google Cardboard's like $8.
You know what it's like? It's like 2016's version of Magic Eye calendars. Remember those? Like you'd look and it was like, it looked like static and then you'd unfocus your eyes and you'd be like, there's an elephant.
I could never do that. That was like the Rubik's Cube and dating and just stuff no matter how hard I tried, I was never successful at it.
Well, this is my point. I watched it. I did virtual reality for a little bit and I was like, very cool technology. I'm so bored because the scenes, you're just looking around a room, which is what you do anyway. It's like putting a ton of technology into just, you're like, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, in a couple of minutes, you're like, oh, I wish they would just tell me where to look. And then you're like, yeah, that's actually normal video.
Yeah, you're
they
like,
just
oh.
show you one scene and you don't have to worry about turning your head around and
This
stuff.
is like real life.
But you know what I think it's going to be good for is Canon had a good demonstration of augmented reality for corporate training. So if you can imagine somebody works at a nuclear power plant and they need to practice what will happen in the event of a meltdown, you can't simulate that, but you can put them in VR. So that's a practical application of it. But I also think it'll be really useful for gaming. And I will say I cannot imagine a scenario where like 360 ever comes into play.
Oh, I can think of one industry that's going to utilize 360 VR.
What's that?
Not family appropriate.
But it becomes impractical. Like, what are you gonna like spin in your chair or have like a big room where you can turn around?
They've got like a treadmill,
I've seen
and it
that.
just
We're gonna have that.
And then you just take some like supplement that's actually the normal amount of calories and vitamins and minerals, but you think that you just ate 10 chocolate cakes. And that's the only way that I want technology to move in. Let me eat 10 chocolate cakes. Siobhan, can I get a heck yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So get on that science. Siobhan and I have cakes to eat.
Science.
Sean, do you have any other questions? I like talking to you. Everyone loves your hair and your glasses. You're great.
Thanks, guys. Someone did ask what is my and your favorite hair color I've had. But to be honest, my hair color has not changed very much over the years. It's really just a recent development.
My favorite is Shablonde. It's just
For the nickname.
the name.
I like the
It's fun
name,
to
but
say.
I like this color better than the name, but she also has a great natural color. Whatever makes Siobhan happy makes me happy.
Thanks, guys.
Let's bang through a couple of pictures. We'll do a re-import. I filtered what I thought were the best thumbnails out. Thumbnails an important part
I
of
hope you
photography.
picked Eric Lowenbach's picture because I'm a big fan of his.
I hope I picked it too. Beautiful landscape pictures, right?
Alien Phallus.
A7R Mark II. I like this one, just like a still life. Kind of muted colors, but
Turkish Air Force.
pretty nonetheless.
Cool.
Yeah, this guy's
cool.
making models, and I can only guess model airplanes.
Yeah. Very cool. I like this a lot.
I like this one too. Eye in the windows
I like
and
when
just
people-
great geometry.
Like when people can find
Give them a
beauty
pick.
in the simplest places.
Um,
Wow.
definitely the same photographer. This one too, because it's
Yeah, cover band.
seriously? Drop the blacks. And look at this one.
Wow.
That's beautiful, right? That's just like classic beauty shot.
This is like
Nicely done.
when they make movies about heaven.
Abstract photo. I like the yellow up here. I think so. A very modern image, but I'm giving that one a pick. I don't know. I just found it visually interesting.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Yeah, this
Colors
shot
are
is just
great.
adorable, and the sort of background on background thing is really clever,
Cool.
and including the background. And also, I've never seen like a 4-foot backdrop like that,
Yeah.
but very cool. Okay, I'll do a re-import. You can talk or stuff
I
while I
just
do
want
that.
to talk to Siobhan. I like her questions and I like her. Siobhan, tell me more.
What TV shows are you currently watching?
My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which Siobhan recommended.
That's a really good
and
show.
Better Call Saul and
We just finished up 11/22/63,
11/22/63.
which was worth it.
The Walking Dead. I have to start Daredevil based on someone's recommendation.
But we haven't yet
I
watched
like
it.
TV.
Yeah, I like little bite-sized chunks. Movies can often be too much
Yeah.
at one time. You can't take as much or as little as you want.
I like movies too, but
Though I did like Deadpool. That was a good movie.
how about you, Siobhan? What are you watching?
To say that Aaron is back. He's alive and well.
Oh, thank goodness. Aaron, don't do that to us.
Because it would have been a real bummer if we were all joking about this and he got murdered.
Well, what's the deal with his garage door opener, though?
Ghosts.
It was his neighbor for some reason.
What's his
Ghost
neighbor doing
neighbor.
at his garage door? Stealing tools, probably.
Ghost
I don't know,
neighbors.
man.
Now I'm worried about the neighbor. What did he
Talk
do
to
to
your
the neighbor? Tool stealer.
Justin, what's your favorite show?
I didn't even get to answer.
Yeah. Let's hear what Siobhan says.
Justin just wants to think.
We're also watching Walking Dead, of course.
Yeah.
What a bummer.
I'm
So is it still?
We're behind.
I'm
so.
mad about it.
Everyone says
Careful
it's
about the
so
spoilers.
played out on the internet. I don't
No,
watch
dude,
it
it's
anymore.
great, but the season is it ends rough. Fear the Walking Dead will be back like next week, so we'll be watching that.
Oh, did you like that? We never got into
it's
it.
all
but-
right. It got better after the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
We're watching Broadchurch on Netflix right now. which is-
Broadchurch.
Next
Oh.
on Broadchurch.
I love British crime shows like more than most things.
I like
I like
British
Broadchurch,
crime
too.
shows, but I also find it funny how understated they are compared to Americans because we're like, murder, sex, cocaine. And the British are like, next on Broadchurch, will the vicar get upset?
You're talking way too fast. That show is paced like a 70s movie.
Yeah, but it's so good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It is a quality
Gotta
show.
hand to the Brits. You got class. We're like the Brits, like crazy cousin. They're a little bit ashamed of. Like they're like tea and crumpets, and we're like chinos. They're like we're not really related to them.
But at least
They just come
Australia
to
is
family
there.
functions.
Australia is making us not the black sheep.
No,
They're a real problem.
they're not as bad. What else are you watching other than Broadchurch?
Well, those are the things I watch with my husband. I, by myself, watch iZombie and Crazy Ex-Girlfriend and Broad City.
I love Broad City.
Yeah, Broad City is the best.
Does your husband not like Broad City because it's about disgusting women?
He watched it with us and he was like, meh, it's okay, but
What?
I could never hang out with those girls.
Justin, do you like Broad City?
Yes.
That's interesting because I feel like Broad City is like what women have been forced to watch for years with like the frat movies for guys.
Like Entourage or
Yes,
something.
and I finally get it because I always thought those frat movies, I'm like, why do these guys like these dumb guys, these dumb characters? And now there's Broad City and they're just doing absurd things and it's like all the things you kind of would never want to do but would want. I don't even know.
It's the female workaholics.
Yeah. It's weird. We're really off topic. We should look at pictures.
Yeah. Also the affair. But Justin, what's your TV?
Yeah, oh yeah, Justin.
Oh man. I've been I just finished watching the whole Sopranos saga again. I hadn't seen it in like 10 years though. And
and you were watching The Wire too. I gotta.
And The
continue that.
Wire now. Yeah, I'm watching all these old HBO shows, but they're both
Dang,
awesome.
Justin, you're a classic.
You're going back. I figured you'd have some documentaries chambered or something. You always have like the best science shows.
Yeah, no, just I've been too caught up with those shows.
Yeah.
He likes podcasts.
Yeah, and podcasts too are pretty cool.
What strikes your fancy, Tone?
I was just going through and tagging some pictures since we have so many to go through, and I was hoping to get through as many as possible. Okay.
What's the best TV show of all time? You guys. Like you had to pick one.
I really like Fargo.
That's a great choice.
Yeah.
I think Fargo was so good. It's so literary and it's beautifully shot and the characters are amazing.
Yeah, especially season 2.
And it's like there's like that WTF factor where like anything could happen, but it always makes sense. It doesn't jump the shark. It's not like Lost where anything could happen, but then none of it matters. It always matters. I love it.
Season 1 or season 2 though?
Both. You can't
I know,
separate
you really
them.
can't.
They're intertwined. It's all just it's beautiful. How about you, Justin?
That's a great answer. They're intertwined, but they're almost like different shows at the same time.
Yes, but it's all together. Siobhan, what do you think?
Choice is Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad is really good.
Yeah, that's my answer too.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know
I
if
picked
it's
Fargo over Breaking Bad.
I would too. I don't know if it's the best, but my favorite is Twin Peaks.
I really like Twin Peaks too. It's got that quirk factor, and I like that.
And the first season of True Detective.
Oh yeah.
Just about second season never engaged me, but the first season and the cinematography of it, just everything about it, absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Might have to re-watch it. Let's look at some pictures because that's what people
This
actually care
picture
about.
this picture is gorgeous.
Yeah, I like this picture a lot. I give that one a pick. Yeah, fantastic.
That was amazing. I wanted to give it 5 stars, but you moved on without me.
I'm going back. Give it 5 stars. Beautiful, perfect example of complementary colors. Really nice, simple composition. Glassy lake. Nicely done.
Oh, we're gonna do some stuff.
You know we got to level the horizon.
But the colors are great. I like your composition a lot. Where is this? Like Maine or something? I want to go there.
And this one is very on the nose with the complementary colors. What do you think about the depth of field? Does it need more? Should this be less
No,
blurry?
I like it. It's like this weird
that?
abstract color blend mush pick.
Yeah, but the crop is great. Love that simple crop.
We were just talking about these capuchin monkeys.
Yeah,
You were telling me they train them to wash people's faces?
yeah, they do. They have jobs. Like for if you're paraplegic or something, they'll answer the phone for you and help you with just
I give it a pick just for that.
like animals have jobs.
Me too. You know what? My sister the other day, she was driving through her neighborhood and she saw a fox carrying a newspaper. Do you think that's his job? Or
Yeah, Red
what?
Fox stole our neighbor's newspaper
Is that
from
a
his front
coincidence or is
porch.
that his job? I'll never know.
You think he's the opposite of the paper boy?
The paperboy wronged him, and now he spends his life on doing his work. This is beautiful. Why is everyone seeing the Northern Lights but me?
Oh, that is really adorable.
Cute.
Um,
Eaters.
yeah.
Oh gosh, they're just adorable.
I don't know how much time you had. If you had a little bit of time, it would have been nice to get that shutter speed down and maybe use a lower ISO or a higher f-stop to get that last guy in focus. But the picture's stunning.
I'm just
It really
upping the
is.
vibrance quite a bit.
For me, I would have taken a shot at 640 or a half a dozen shots at 640, and then I would have dropped to like 1/400th and then 1/2. Just keep dropping my shutter speed,
giving it a pick.
taking more and more pictures.
What? This world is a beautiful place.
Yeah, that bird is amazing. I don't know that I've seen a hummingbird that's just completely bedazzled like that.
Completely bedazzled.
We get the like ruby throated, but this guy just completely went full pimp.
Mm-hmm.
He looks awesome.
You're
Congrats
really
on your
impressed by
outfit.
him. This is nice. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, a good example of it. Could throw something else in there, but I think it works
A
well.
Pomeranian.
What about the mirror? I think the mirror with the reflection ties it together.
Yeah,
That is
you're right.
cool.
That does give a nice focal point.
What is this?
Day sun, but I think the colors help out a lot.
Yeah.
Sort of classically beautiful picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nicely done. Very nice.
Random tree, yo. Beautiful name for a beautiful picture.
One of one.
Look at you.
Yeah, I like these sort of simple
I'm going to give you a
compositions.
pick because you're artsy.
The
and
cloud really
think,
helps.
And big parties scare you. All right, so we've gone through You Can Re-Import. I always wanted to do a surprise segment called Ask Justin. But I don't have any content, so I'll just ask Siobhan instead. Siobhan, is there anything going on? Oh, wait. I dropped my earpiece. It's bothering me.
Well, they're still talking about shows.
Oh, good. I was always afraid people just like skip through us babbling on
there
about
are
stuff.
like 3 people who are like, get back to the photos or whatever. But come on, guys.
Wait, what happened? I missed everything.
People in the comments are still talking about their favorite shows.
Oh, that's great.
I know. I love it. I love TV.
I love TV too. I know I'm supposed to be ashamed, but I'm not. I
Nope.
like good TV.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Great medium. Okay. Tony, you have some questions about your cell phone.
Okay.
2 different ones. Someone posted a question about the speeds of the USB OTG with the Samsung S7.
USB OTG. What is the OTG?
I have no idea, but 2 different questions. Oh, from the same person about it. I don't know.
Sorry. I don't know.
USB on the go, but I still don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. What was the other question about the
Yeah,
Samsung?
it might be like a syncing thing for the phone.
A thinking?
the
Oh,
same-
syncing.
Syncing. He says he's hiking in the PCT. Stop using abbreviations in 2017, and he's trying to find a backup solution. He believes he can clone cards using the USB OTG on a smartphone. Do you know the transfer speeds on your phone? But
Okay,
you don't even know what it
it's
is.
like if you hook a mouse up to your phone, almost to use it like a remote teeny laptop. You can hook a keyboard up to your phone, all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, it did actually come with one of these cables, but I don't know. I think it's USB 2, and so I guess it can work. Sorry.
The future frightens me.
Sorry.
Yeah, but maybe Siobhan has some other cool questions. No abbreviations, please. I'm very old.
I do have other questions. Speaking of, I don't know where it came from, but I found a little booklet in my car of internet abbreviations,
Oh, that
which
sounds
I guess
awesome.
is for old people trying to creep on their kids.
I need that.
It cracked me up. Okay.
You know what's funny is Mad will think, our daughter will think emoticons are ridiculous, but emojis will seem just fine. Don't you think? They'll look at like a colon and a left parenthesis and be like, what the hell is that?
So like, don't
But
bring that here.
they can just literally put poop and demon heads right in their text messages.
Poop. Why is there poop? I never know when that's supposed to apply. And it's happy. I don't know. What else, Siobhan?
Chelsea, what is the strangest dream you've had that involved photography?
Oh my gosh, you just made me realize I don't have any dreams about photography. But I do have dreams that are extremely complex and like movies, and I remember them. And then I torture Tony by telling him about them.
You remember your dreams almost every day.
Yeah.
I will have photography nightmares where something is unfolding, a scene that I really need to get a picture of, and I need to like get my camera and get the settings right, and things aren't going well. They say dreams are a way that your brain trains you for scenarios that it thinks might be upcoming, and my brain is constantly trying to
I
like
feel
there'll be a plane crashing, and I'm like, I have to keep cool and get the shot.
You're a crazy person.
I can't control my dreams.
I hope you don't plant that seed in my mind because I don't feel anxious about photography, so I just don't have dreams about it. It just feels natural. What else, Siobhan?
I don't have dreams about work about this job, but I still have dreams about cleaning houses.
Oh, what happens? Do you show up and they're there, or?
I don't. It's usually that I show up and their house is like trashed.
You know what weird dream I have over and over again? That I'm in my old house and I'm like, oh, I live here. And then I realize people bought the house and live there and I'm just breaking and entering. And I'm always like, play cool, act like you're supposed to be here. And they're like pulling into the driveway. And I'll have that dream over and over again. Hate it. Sorry.
You had a dream you were awake the other night.
I have dreams that I'm awake all the time. That I'm awake and I'm getting out of bed and getting ready for the day. And then I wake up and I've slept in 15 minutes and my brain's a jerk. A greedy jerk that just wants more sleep.
Let's look at...
Wait, I had a question for Siobhan.
Okay.
And that question was, what's your question? Oh, it's 6:05. I feel
Tony, what is your monitor resolution and when are you upgrading to 5K?
Oh man.
Oh
5K.
no. We have wax paper over our lights right now, okay? That's our technology.
My monitors, I have two 30-inch monitors. They're not 4K. They're like
Like
2160
or something.
Yeah, they're a little bit south of 4K.
Wow.
But they're like, that's like good enough, you know?
My monitors are so old.
Yeah. Your monitors are pretty old. I sat at your desk the other day.
There's
Like,
a
these are some
depth
old
to
monitors.
them. They're like a pizza box.
Yeah. Let's look at naked frog photo. I thought it said naked frog photo
Oh.
because I
We're
guess I just have a
perverts.
dirty mind.
Always thinking about those naked frogs.
I swear when I first arrived at this page, it had a different layout with a bar at the top, but it has since gone away. I don't know if I was just hallucinating. Maybe I was living a dream.
Maybe you were.
But if that's the case, I would definitely like make it only one layout. There are a lot of pictures to go through.
Oh.
A lot of different categories
Aesthetic.
here. So right away, I want to say narrow it down a little bit. Like we go to portraits here and we see the same guy.
Kid is cute in every place, though. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Tree, cute. Granite, cute. Forest, cute. Oh.
Yeah, so I would just narrow this down to like the best picture of each individual person. And you can probably combine portraits and senior portraits. Check out transportation.
I like that winding road.
Yeah, that
Whoa,
winding road
you
was
got
really
that
nice.
Miata, you
That's
got
an
that out
awesome
there.
shot.
Yeah. Whoa, that's my favorite so far. Back one.
Yeah, the mood there is just gorgeous. I like the real height that he got. 80s Mustang.
Oh. What? Where?
We might have missed focus on the eyes.
Oh, that's not a labradoodle.
Oh, he's cute. But again, I'd probably narrow it down to like
Oh my
one
God.
picture per animal.
That dog looks like people in the middle.
So I think the website overall is looking good and working well, but I'm going to suggest the really difficult process of paring down your pictures to like 10 to 15 pictures, put them all together, and it'll be a good exercise for you, because you can look at your stats on Squarespace and see how deep people get into it, and you'll see that most people don't get through as many pages as we looked at.
Yeah.
So you want them to see your best work
Here's
right when they
a
land.
simple one. Turn this gray into white because it's difficult to read.
Yeah.
I had to highlight it to read it, and then I would do a best of. It looks like you're trying to get hired, so I would just pare down your photos a lot and just pick the best photo from each shoot.
Yeah. We have a page. You can go to
also-
scp.io/portfolio checklist. Folio checklist.
He's got
It's a
some
long
good
one.
pictures in there. He's just got
And look, there's a whole checklist here. There's some basic stuff there that'll help you out. What are we going to say?
he's got great pictures in there. He just has to highlight them. The other thing that I was going to say, I would go with a white background. That's just the style right now. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
It's light, it's crisp. I think that the black background, for whatever reason, it's just a matter of a fad. It's not wrong. It's just a matter of taste. If you want to keep it, that's on you. I think that the white background is more up to date. I think it's more modern looking.
And it fits his style better too, because his style is upbeat. Doesn't have moody and morose pictures.
Yeah.
I think white would work out perfect. Another suggestion I can come up with, the logo here, you might just isolate that, like get rid of the gray background, and so it's not a box.
Okay,
Make it a transparent PNG or whatever,
cool.
or just put it on a background that matches.
We had some feedback for you, but it's not big stuff. It's a matter of style and just putting fewer pictures. I like this one. I like this leading line here and the mood of this picture.
Yeah, I have to check on your name here.
Topher.
Topher, you have the pictures. That's the good news. You
Yeah.
have great pictures in there. We just need it narrowed down a little bit so people can kind of take it all in. And a couple of pieces of design feedback. We're excited to see the updated version of that. Topher says, I love Squarespace. I worked hard trying to get a website up using my brother, who's a web designer. I gave up and went to Squarespace. Best move I could have done.
It's easy. It's easy.
It is easy. We love Squarespace. We host our portfolios there. It makes your pictures look great. If you want to try it out for free, go to Squarespace. I can't say that name today. Squarespace.com/Tony. And after your 14-day free trial, no credit card required. Use the coupon code portfolio. You'll be impressed. It's so easy to use. Anybody can do it. And even if you don't end up paying for it, it's a great exercise
Good
to
exercise.
force yourself to narrow your pictures down to 10 to 15 pictures. Check out the checklist I just showed you. Before we head out, we should take a look at just a couple more pictures,
Okay.
and then we'll say goodbye.
I feel like we had more slides to work through.
Oh,
Like
do we?
chit chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
My favorite part of the show, chit chat. We read your comments, and I don't know, we say whatever we want. It's not even constructive. Doesn't help you at all. Julian says, the first thing I did after watching this video was immediately throw my protective 1-pound UV filter away. Took a test shot, and it was like I had Vaseline on my lens all along. I shared that because you get a lot of negative feedback about your filter video, but you saved Julian from the dreaded Vaseline shot.
I just wish I'd got to him before he spent that pound.
Doesn't it look like Siobhan's reading it?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why Siobhan was in the picture.
I want to put Siobhan in all the chit chats, but I didn't. Rob Spradlin said, love, love, love that you two are doing this show, especially the Photographers You Should Know segment. My suggestion, Sally Mann. She's wonderful. I agree. I'd honestly become burnt out on the constant gear / settings / proper technique ubiquity. I love you guys, and I'm delighted to be excited again about what you two are putting out there. Thank you, Rob. That makes me so happy. We put so much work into our podcast, Picture This, and we tell you all about why photography is important, who has made this field better, who are the trailblazers, who paved the path, who made photography what it is today.
And there's a lot of important lessons in there too.
Yeah.
Very applicable stuff. Like when you look at why a photographer was successful, you can apply a lot of that. Even though Ansel Adams was shooting in the 20s, a lot of that applies to you today.
Absolutely. You have to learn about the people before you and take some advice from them, take some tips from them, look at how they lived their lives and why their career was successful, and apply it to yourself today. So that's why we wanted to do something kind of history-based. Ron says, I've watched 2 of your podcasts and can't begin to tell you how impressed I am. Please keep up to date on photographers we see every day and really don't appreciate their contribution. Great show, you two. Just wanted to show off our podcast because I'm really stressing it today. Jabrevno says, really fun. Tony Stop It segment. Hope to see more often. We have to do Stop It next week. So
yeah, I'll just give it a plug. Stop It is a segment where we make fun of
bad pictures.
Yeah, kind of like cringeworthy pictures. Go to sdp.io/stopit, and you can send us your own cringeworthy pictures that you're willing to make fun of. If you have a sense of humor about work that you did early, be it spot color or some really douchey pose.
I'm going to submit some of mine again. Because I was looking through some of our old pictures and, oh, Lord, are they bad.
Yeah, pretty much anytime you go back like 2 years, you have some of that work where you're just like, oh, I can't believe I tried that.
I can't believe I lived another day after making pictures that bad. Let's see.
I think that's it for
That's it.
Okay, we'll look at a couple of pictures and then we'll check out of here. Gorgeous storm clouds here. The colors definitely make it. And I love that splash of graffiti. I am compelled by the story here. They've got a sign for a zoo and then...
It's like an antique shop or something?
Yeah, I wonder.
Okay, let's keep rolling. We don't have time today. Whoa.
Damn.
Are you okay,
What is happening here?
He did. Okay.
Was there like a fire and he just spontaneously posed in the road? Either way, I'm giving it a pick. That's just an interesting picture.
Awesome. Who is driving and sees a fire and they're like, honey, pull over. I'm going to do something. You might not understand it.
Maybe he's like, pull over. I'm going to start a fire.
That would be awesome. Tony, we have to do that. Okay. This is cool. I'm going to up the contrast.
Yeah, you can drop those blacks.
And now we
all
all
disappear. All right.
Apple on apple on apple. What is this world coming to?
Yeah, I like the muted colors. They're really pretty.
Party. Tree. It's 6:14. We have to be
You're right. We
fast.
should just go. Wow, you got some stars in there.
good.
Really pretty. Oh, that's beautiful.
I wish this was a
Nice muted
virtual
colors.
reality cupcake.
Pastels. Very nice.
I'm all about the vibrant slider today. What'd you do? You got to bring this up.
Yeah, I don't know that it matches complementary colors, but it looks like
It's
my
like
dog. It's got
yellow
that
and
eraser
blue.
nose.
Oh, I'm cute.
This is a cool abstract picture. I don't know what it's cool.
Wow. What happened?
What is going on here?
No, I don't think so.
That would be a great emulation if it's not film, I think.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't know what's
It's
going
over.
on.
It's
It almost
over.
looks like a picture of a photo.
Siobhan, do you have any last questions before we sign off for this evening?
Sure.
What's Eric making for dinner tonight?
I don't know.
Somebody investigate Eric. Quick.
I hope he went and got me a pizza.
We had pizza.
Okay. Tony,
Yes.
will we ever see Super RAWs? A camera that captures multiple shutter speeds, multiple apertures, the complete range of focus, and multiple ISOs all in one shot.
That's a great idea. I would love that. Why not?
Whoa, you just blew my mind, Grapes.
I've suggested some of that before,
You're going to steal this guy's idea?
but I like the idea of just having a get everything button. Focus everywhere.
We have to, right now, we have to do the I shoot S-Raw t-shirt and
I shoot super raw.
and lock
We gotta
that
trademark
down.
that.
We're going to rock the boat with J-Po. I'm going to make him. What else?
Just offered to send us cupcakes.
Who? Chris Reddy?
Prince Amir
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to object.
It's cool.
said that their cousin makes cupcakes. Can I send them over for
Heck yeah.
next week?
Please.
Yeah, please.
Always do that.
They'd better get here at like 4:59 though, or they're going to be gone by the time the show
I
airs.
have no willpower. I'm like a living Kathy comic.
But if they get there at 4:59, you're definitely just going to have to watch us eating cupcakes for approximately 35
We'll get
seconds
comments
until
like,
they're all
ew,
gone.
don't eat near the mic. I'll be like,
You made me do that on my birthday?
yeah, that's true. We did. Everybody was mad at
Worth
you.
it.
Yeah, it was. We didn't do any
Are we-
ASMR.
Oh, Siobhan's shaking her head.
She's-
I'm out.
No more?
Okay. Thanks, guys, for joining us.
us. Next week, we're going to talk about tingly heads and people with eyeballs.
You don't understand.
No, I don't know the ASMR thing. Sorry, guys. I failed you, ASMR fans. We're here every Thursday at 5 o'clock. Next week, we'll be looking at your portraits that break the rules. Unconventional
Break those
composition.
Because I'm feeling like a rebel.
Or some other unconventional rule breaking done in portraits.
So that's it. This is where we go.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Siobhan. Thanks, Justin. Thanks, folks.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Cupcakes.
Thanks, Squarespace. Squarespace.com/Jonah coupon code portfolio. Bye.
Watch
Here's
my
Tigar.
podcast. Not even kidding.
That is all.
That is all.